much a part of the ministry as any of us.
Mm-hmm. You said there was a fight?
Yes. That boy was lurking in the doorway, and then Addie grabbed him, and they came into the room fighting, and that boy stabbed him and ran. Addie was a good man.
Excuse me, what is that?
A newspaper clipping. Dead guy had it in his wallet. It's a funeral notice from Arkansas. Probably his parents or something.
Thank you kindly. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but I believe he recognizes you from outside the theater.
I don't think so.
Yes, I believe you were carrying a walkie-talkie. You were following Eloise.
Yeah, I look out for her.
I see, along with this gentleman.
Yeah, that's right.
And are weapons necessary in your line of work?
She's very important to the church, and it's our job to protect her.
Eloise, go to your room.
We're licensed and registered.
Boy.
I see. Will you excuse me?
And, Addie, pull back. And, boy stabbed him in the back, cut and run.
Excuse me?
Hang on a sec. I gotta ask you a couple questions.
What were you doing? Nothing. It all happened so fast, I couldn't even move.
Come in.
Are you all right?
Davy was always so gentle, so nice to me. He just couldn't kill anybody. He couldn't.
But your parents saw it happen.
I know. But how can I be so wrong about him? About everything.
It's difficult to know people, particularly if you lack experience.
It's all my fault.
No. You know, you can't be expected to predict the future.
Davy will come back. I know that. He'll want to see me. He'll get into trouble with Elliot and Sandy.
And they're the men who look after you.
They're okay. They're like Addie.
Former criminals.
Lost sheep. They kind of scare me. I couldn't stand it if Davy got hurt.
I'll do what I can.
Good day.
Fraser, we can't just sit there and wait for the kid to show up.
Well, she does have a point, Ray. He's powerfully drawn to her.
Yeah, well, he's in love. I get that.
Well, I assume that you don't want Davy to be hurt.
I don't want anybody to get hurt, but he stuck a knife in somebody and we gotta catch him.
Well, when you're hunting, Ray, the best policy oftentimes is to wait for the game to come to you.
Well, that's great, but this isn't a criminal drive-through. We gotta go out and get him. Anything about the family?
Yeah, his parents are dead. His aunt and uncle haven't seen him in 3 months, and he lives on his own.
They got any idea where he might be?
Nope, they didn't seem that close.
How about where he worked?
Works for a shipping company downtown. Everyone says he's a loner, stays to himself. His boss says he's a good employee, though. Never any trouble.
Francesca, any known associates?
Known associate. One Jimmy Lewis. They got busted together 4 years ago.
Okay, so we just gotta find Lewis, shake him down and see what he knows.
Yeah, well, it won't be hard to find him. He's been in Joliet for the last year.
Hey, do you know anything about this? So how long before the game shows up?
Hunting requires patience, Ray.
Go, Thatcher, go.
She does seem powerfully drawn to the music, as though it touched something deep within her.
I do believe in miracles. I do believe. God's Spirit will come down and bless us today. Pray that through His grace we will see a miracle done. Ellen has not walked in 10 years. Her doctors have done everything they can for her, but they have failed. Only a miracle can take her out of that wheelchair. Pray for a miracle.
Pray for the bountiful mercy of the Lord God our Father.
God will reach out through Eloise and touch this poor, troubled woman. Get up, Ellen. Get up and walk. Oh, praise the Lord. Let us give thanks to God for the miracle that we have seen today. I do believe. You do believe. We all believe. We believe in miracles. We believe in the miracle that has ordained
Hi. That was very inspiring. And these are all of you.
Mom and Daddy got more pictures of me than you can shake a stick at.
No baby pictures. My mom had pictures of me when I was a week old. I hate that.
When did you perform your first miracle?
When I was 5. I saw God.
You saw God?
He came to me in a fire.
Must have been very exciting. And the miracle you performed today, the woman just didn't seem to walk very far.
Yeah. And she was real excited. Maybe she can even walk a little. Probably doesn't usually. But what with all the fuss and wanting to be cured and all.
So she may have been able to take a few steps.
It was a fake.
Or maybe there was no way she could have gotten out of that chair. No way she could even move her legs. That was a real miracle.
Is that what you believe?
When I was 5, I touched a blind woman and she regained her sight. That's true. They've always told me that. I've made deaf people hear. I've stopped cancers from growing. I've done that. But I don't know why it happens or when it's gonna happen. And it sure doesn't happen once a day and twice on Sundays.
So some of the miracles are not quite so miraculous.
You know much about Babe Ruth?
The chocolate bar?
No, the baseball player.
Ah.
He only hit 59 home runs in a 162-game season. That's not even one home run every 2 games. You think I can do better than that? You think miracles are easier than home runs? Dad says we have to do it to keep the ministry going.
To keep the cash flow going.
To keep the